Okay, hi, I'm Alexa Sims, and this is my grandma, Kathy Vaughn. So I'll be interviewing her today. So, in midlife in the United States study, people 40 to 60 years old were asked what age they would most like to be, and on average, they wish to be younger than their age. What age are you?
59.
Most people begin to see signs of aging after age 50, when they notice the physical markers of age. According to the 2011 Canadian Community Health Survey, fewer people over 65 assess their health as excellent or very good. What are the visible signs of aging that you have noticed that are happening at this time in your life?
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of aches and pains that you used to not have. I used to never have to go to the doctor, and now my calendar is full of doctor's appointments. About when I turned 50, exactly like it said, I got diagnosed with cancer and started having arthritis and surgeries all the time. And so, yeah, I agree with that 50-year downfall.
In 2016, heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and other related conditions caused 2.2 million hospitalizations. Does your family have heredity, heart problems, cancer, hypertension, or diabetes?
I had a sister who died of brain cancer, and I had thyroid cancer, which is nowhere near, but we haven't had very many heart problems, amazingly enough, but we've had more neurological problems than we have had anything else.
The American Cancer Society estimates that in 2019, in the United States, about 13,170 new cases of invasive cervical cancer will be diagnosed, and about 4,250 women will die from cervical cancer. Are you aware of the signs and symptoms of these health problems?
Yeah, I think that a lot of people now, you're much more aware of it than what we were. We would go in for a Pap test every year, but I think there's a lot more information out there now than, not that there wasn't when we were, younger, but even more so now, the dangers of it and the causes and the prevention of it. But yeah, I'm aware of it, but I think nowadays there's more than there used to be.
That makes sense.
Information.
Yeah. Okay. In the study of Path Through Life project, which was followed for 8 years, reliable changes in cognitive function were detected in midlife, as well as a decline in speed. Since entering the stage of life, have you noticed any cognitive intellectual decline in how you make decisions or remember things?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Probably about 55, I started noticing that I better write everything down, forget people's names, just, kind of typical things that you used to be able to remember. What I've noticed on me more than anything is I struggle more with my language, trying to think of words, or I write something and go, what in the world was that, when I read back. So, yeah, I definitely noticed that.
How have your relationships changed with others since entering into this stage of life, such as your spouse, significant other, parents, children, coworkers, neighbors?
Well, it's a great time with my spouse because he just retired. So we always dreamed of having the day where we could just relax, and so those days are coming. I love the age of my grandkids because I like them as adults. They're not just little kids, little babies anymore, and my kids, I'm so proud of them, and I think we hopefully all have a good relationship. I still have my mom. She's 94 years old. That's been challenging. I'm lucky. She's her cognitive, she's great, but it takes a lot of time. I feel sometimes really pressured. I feel like I need to help my kids, my grandkids, but my mom takes a lot of time, and I need to give it to her, and I'm thankful that I can, but that is very stressful to me.
Yeah. 70% of working Americans feel unhappy, uninspired, or disengaged with their current jobs. What is your career at this time?
Did you?
It's still going.
Okay.
The green light's on.
Okay. Say that again.
Okay.
See, that's that cognitive thing.
70% of working Americans feel unhappy, uninspired, or disengaged with their current jobs. What is your current career at this time?
Program director of an after-school program.
A 2015 survey found that almost 60% of all working adults would like a new career. Are you comfortable and content with your career? Why or why not?
I love my job. I retired from the regular classroom, and I get to run. The thing is, the kids are really good. We don't have to spend so much time getting things ready for Kansas assessments, or we get to do the fun things.
Yeah.
And parents are so appreciative that their kids have some place to go after school. The community's supportive. I really like my job.
Good. Okay. A 2015 research study found that a large majority of workers who changed careers at 45 or older reported happiness and success. 90% of them said that their career transitions were successful. Do you want to advance or change your career in the future?
No, I feel like I did change my career when I retired and went into the after-school program, and it was a really good move for me. I love it.
Good. Okay. So the number of births to women ages 35 and older grew 64% between 1990 and 2008. What lifestyle choices have had a strong impact on your health status? Exercise, diets, habits, etc.
Well, what I'm noticing is if I do too much exercise, I'm starting to have physical problems from, like a torn meniscus, and I find that I'm getting more limited as to what I can do physically, which I don't like, and I need to be able to do more, but I'm finding that that's becoming a problem because of my body's not cooperating.
Did you see anything from having 3 kids? Do you still have any problems with that, or?
No. I was, until I turned 50, I was in really good health, really good physical shape, and kids, no problems.
Okay, so according to research, women's happiness bottoms out around age 40, whereas men's does around 50. This is why women seem unaffected when men start thinking about certain issues. So if you could change your choices from the past, what lifestyle choices would you change?
Oh, I worked way too many hours. When my kids were growing up, we had the business, and I was getting my master's degree. I was teaching, and I was spread too thin. I don't know that I did anything well. But I would have taken more time for myself. I think I'd have been a happier person and a better person. It was just too much to do for one person.
Okay. So last question. The Midlife in the United States study survey shows that a crisis is not a typical midlife phenomenon. Certainly, some do have a midlife crisis, with between 10 and 20% of the U.S. reporting one. Do you predict you will or have felt like you have experienced a midlife crisis? How do these? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm thrilled to get the best part about getting older is getting to slow down in life and not having to work so much. So, and you know what? At a certain age, you just kind of you go with it. Things don't look like what they used to. You just kind of know how much work you put into it. It's not going to happen. So I kind of like this stage of my life.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you. That's all.
You're welcome. Okay, how do I start?